Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request, this time for Edward. Thank you so much for that. And for those interested in requesting any type of videos, topics, reactions, commentaries, reviews, re-reviews, what have you, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. And this is for 2 more episodes of South Park, Season 12, Episodes 6 and 7. Now, Episode 6... I can't say I was really much a fan of. It's trying to be a take on the Grapes of Wrath, but what if it was the drought of internet, as in Stan and his family are using the internet, and the mom tells them go to bed, it'll be there tomorrow. Of course, they wake up, it's not there. The whole town doesn't have internet, and as they watch the news, it seems like most of the country doesn't have internet. And I just trying to show how obsessed people are with the internet, and that if you didn't have it, how people would go crazy. We have nothing, it's just gone. Granted, the way the episode began, I thought was kind of funny because it was relatable. Because the way the world today is, like if you don't have internet, it does feel like you're shut off after dealing with it for so long, for so often. Like if you had no internet on your phone and your computer, you would feel a bit lost because we're so used to that primary asset in a lot of our lives. And like I said, you go crazy for a bit. It's relatable. But at the same time, I didn't really know what actual message they were striving for. Are they striving for use the internet for more important things, which a lot of people do. A lot of people use it to check their bank accounts, to shop for their businesses. Of course, other people do use it for, but not everyone uses it for shopping or porn or whatever. And I mentioned that because Randy, Stan's dad, uses it for porn. And it's one of those things where I guess they felt, hey, Grapes of Wrath, but lack of internet, but then they didn't really have a whole lot of elsewhere to go because Randy moves the family out west. Some bits of the episode takes place in black and white. The kids start calling California California. They finally find a place. They can only get 40 seconds of internet per day. Meanwhile, the government's trying to figure out how to reboot the internet. And this machine looks like the Linksys wireless router, which I remember just had one of these back in the day. And Kyle was able to figure out how to do it. They were able to put in a Close Encounters of the Third Kind reference because they try to talk to the internet router and they do that do 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 do. I mean, that could be funny, but I've literally saw that type of joke done 30 times. I mean, what was the film? Monsters vs. Aliens did that joke where the guy's trying to do it, then he starts doing the actual F theme on his piano. Just so many times it's like if there's some kind of computer or some kind of figure they're trying to contact, many times they'll do the Close Encounters reference. So again, just something I've heard and seen many times before. Just seemed like an old joke. Randy, I got kind of tired of him. Need the internet to jack off. I will say, though, that I did get the best joke out of the movie. Yeah, it's a movie. Out of the episode. And that's the internet porn simulator. Where these guys take Randy to this place. And it's like a little shed. And it's a little cubicle. And it's someone up top, and you just see their hands come down. Simulator. And then erase, they draw something else. What do you want to see? Oh, God. Blah, 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 blah. So the hands leave, and you hear drawing. And then the hands come down to show like a stick figures. And then keeps doing it for whatever Randy mentions. Like the way that's done, where you just see the guy's hands, you never see the guy's face or body. You You hear the drawing and the hands come down, and it's such truly drawn stiff figures. Something about that made me laugh. It made me chuckle. I thought that was a funny idea. But really, that was the only bit that truly made me chuckle, was that bit. Randy's like, this isn't doing it for me. He's able to sneak in and use more than 40 his computer, so he screws up the internet for everybody. And he's covered in semen. He's like, oh, it was a ghost. This is ectoplasm. So if you want to see Randy full of semen over his body, I mean, to me, some people laugh at that stuff. I really don't. I just, different strokes, different folks, so to speak, for that kind of humor. They also do throw in a Steven Seagal reference, because Randy talks about resources and respect the internet, but he's wearing the outfit from Steven Seagal's On Deadly Ground. I think they could have done more with that. They could have had Randy in the middle start spouting the actual lines from the movie and maybe start trying to talk like Steven Seagal. Like, if he all of a sudden shift in to start talking like Seagal and like repeat actual lines from On Deadly Ground verbatim, and I think if it goes longer and longer and longer, like the ending to that movie felt like, I think that would have made the joke a bit more prominent, a bit more stuck to the landing. Because On the Deadly Ground, I liked for the action, not so much the preaching. But like I said, other than the internet porn simulator sequence, the rest of it just felt they didn't know what to do. The other characters, Cartman, Butters, Kenny, they're not really featured in it. I did Randy wanted jerked off, kind of got tiresome. Even though it got the best bit in it. Then there's obvious jokes, like the Close Encounters reference. There's jokes they could have pushed further, like the Steven Seagal On Deadly Ground ending reference. Just lackluster episode for me. I would say episode 7 I did enjoy more. The kids are on a field trip to Pioneer Village, where these actors pretend to be there in 1864 and stick to their character. And that becomes the running gag, is that no matter what, they don't break character. Meanwhile, these bad guys have robbed a Burger King and they take these kids hostages. And the lead bad guy is pretty much trying to be Alan Rickman from Die Hard. Now, I did have fun with this episode because it's a Cartman and Butters episode. But even then, I do think they could have gone further with the episode, and that's kind of the disappointment with it, is that it was fun, but they could have gone so much further and better. Because I like the stuff with Cartman and Butters. That was the best part of the episode. Where, because it's a field trip, the teacher, Mr. Garrison, is told you kids have to hold hands. You need to find a partner to hold hands. He tells Butters to not ever let go of Cartman's hand, so he doesn't. And so no matter what Cartman does, he's trying to throw Butters off, but Butters is adamant. And it was also fun to see Butters get pissed off and stand up to himself against Cartman instead of always seeming scared. Like, he's standing up to him, he's yelling at him, and I thought that stuff really worked well. Let go, goddammit. No! No! Sort of like Cartman sees an arcade nearby and drags Butters, and they're going through all these rides, and Butters will not let go. So, whether it be bumper cars, arcade machines, riding motorcycle rides, however you want to put it, laser tag. Those two working together, I think they're fun characters. They go back and forth with each other. And I think they make a good team. Like I said, that was definitely the best parts of it. At one point, they're trying to go back, and the cops are there. Granted, the cops are there for the terrorists, but they think it's for them skipping out of class. And Butters is crying, "You said they wouldn't find us." And he gives like a light punch to Cartman. I mean, something about that just made me chuckle. Now, if it was more about Butters and Cartman inadvertently becoming John McClane, where they take out all the terrorists inadvertently or on purpose or on accident, I think that would have been a lot more fun. Because I enjoy the bit where they're getting on a light pole and they'd have to get back into the Pioneer Village. There's a bit where Butters uses Cartman as a weapon and smacks a bad guy with Cartman. But then, like, they avoid an explosion and they don't pop up until the end of the episode. And instead, throughout it, you get this annoying habit of the actors not breaking character. And that was a running gag that went on too long, and I felt like the kids. Where the kids just get exasperated, they get angry, Stan and Kyle get upset. Are you fucking kidding me? Stop, stop not breaking character. This is serious. Because they're asking where the phone is to call the cops. Oh, this is the phone. What's that? What is a phone? We don't know what a phone is. Again, that's the joke, is that no matter what, they won't break character. And if someone tries to break character, they shoot them. But it's a running gag, they said. It got old real quick, and I just would have preferred more of the Butters and Cartman in a dire situation. I think that could have been a lot of stuff to play off of. I think that could have been a lot more memorable and fun and entertaining. And sadly, it's not the case. Like I said, a lot less of those historical players, a lot more Cartman and Butters. I think this episode would have gone up quite a few notches. Like I said, as is, like I said, it was funny, the realization they robbed a Burger King, so they only got like a couple $100 and a bunch of bags of Burger King. Like, that was a fun gag. Like I said, the way Cartman and Butters play off each other, and Butters able to actually stand up for himself and get angry at Cartman, I thought that was nice to see. In the final bit where Butters is just dragging Cartman and gets back on the bus. Partner accounted for. My partner is back on the bus. Like I said, more of those two to really go through the beat grinder of all this stuff, to really play off as a Die Hard parody. Like I said, I think there's a lot of missed potential that they could really put in and delved into this episode. So it was fun to see those two interact with each other, but like I said, the historical players not breaking character, that running gag got old really quick. And I was as, like I said, as annoyed as the kids were. So, not stellar episodes. Episode 7, though, I did like more than 6. And let's say episode 7 did have some fun moments, especially when they were playing at the arcade and such. So that was nice to see. But with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. And we will see you guys later.